In the vast tapestry of human experience, there are stories that echo with resilience, stories that redefine courage. Today, we delve into one such narrative, the devastating story of Kalecia Williams. Join us as we explore the triumphs, tribulations, and the indomitable strength that defines the human spirit. The memory of the tragic incident involving Kalecia Williams remains fresh in her parents' minds, as if it happened just yesterday. The sudden and unexplained death of this vibrant 16-year-old girl has left many wondering about the details of that fateful night. On December 26, 2020, around 12:30 in the morning, tragedy struck the Williams family in Atlanta, Georgia. Strangely, it wasn't until the following day that Kalecia's family learned about the horrifying events that transpired. The mortuary contacted her mother, alerting her to the fact that they were expecting her. The question lingered: what had occurred on that mysterious night? In the contemporary digital age, people often use streaming services to document their daily lives. However, what happens when a life is cut short during a live-streamed moment? This was the grim reality for Kalecia Williams, a teenage TikToker who met an untimely demise while recording a video of herself dancing. The circumstances surrounding her death have left many searching for answers. Kalecia Williams met her tragic end due to a gunshot wound at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Atlanta. The incident unfolded on the night of December 26, shortly after midnight. The timeline between her last TikTok video and the reported time of her death is shrouded in mystery, with conflicting accounts adding to the complexity of the case. The details surrounding Kalecia's death are rife with uncertainty. From her presence in a location she wasn't supposed to be, to the mysterious relationship with her assailant, and the unknown individual who brought her body to the police, the case is fraught with unanswered questions. Despite the passage of time, the investigation continues to yield new leads, expansions, and theories. However, these developments are largely speculative, based on assumptions and guesswork. The quest to unravel the events of the day Kalecia Williams was killed, identify her murderer, and provide solace to her grieving parents remains an ongoing challenge. As the case persists, the search for truth continues, with the hope that clarity and justice will prevail. Kalecia Williams' parents. Kalecia Williams, born in the United States in 2004, had an undisclosed birth date. At the time of her tragic death, she was the stepdaughter of Ronnie Savoy and the daughter of April Smith. Affectionately known as Pinky by her parents, the 16-year-old held American nationality and identified with African-American ethnicity. A student at South Atlanta High School, her educational journey might have included attendance at Crawford W. Long Middle School, as suggested by some sources. Despite the brevity of her life, Kalecia Williams left an indelible mark, remembered by her family and community. Kalecia Williams' TikTok and life. As mentioned earlier, the outgoing teen, Kalecia Williams, was a prolific user of social media, with TikTok being a primary platform for her self-expression. Known for regularly sharing glimpses of her life, she often showcased her talent for popular dances on TikTok. Tragically, fate took a dark turn while she was in the midst of filming one of these videos. The final moments of her most recent upload capture the onset of a struggle for her life, adding a haunting layer to the otherwise lively content she was known for. In the abrupt transition from dance to distress, her online presence took a somber turn, leaving those who followed her social media accounts with a stark reminder of life's unpredictability and the fragility of the moments we choose to share. Kalecia Williams' friends. Pinky's friends had invited her to a party scheduled at an errand, assured with parental consent and the presence of a designated chaperone. However, against the planned arrangement, Pinky and her friends found themselves at the Hyatt Regency, unbeknownst to her family and seemingly without adult supervision. The tragic sequence of events unfolded at the Hyatt Regency, where the 16-year-old met her untimely demise. Despite the prior assurances of a chaperone at the errand, it appears that the gathering took an unexpected turn. Pinky's companions were the first to discover her at 12:30 a.m., lying on the floor of the accommodation displaying evident injuries. The shift from a planned and supervised celebration to an unforeseen and tragic incident raises questions about the circumstances leading to Pinky's presence at the Hyatt Regency and the events surrounding her distressing discovery by her friends. The deviation from the initially agreed-upon party plan adds complexity to the already mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. A chaperone booked a hotel room for Kalecia Williams. According to a specific account, Infiniti's mother had conveyed to Kalecia's mother that she would act as a chaperone for Williams and her friends. Assurances were made that only females would be present, and Williams' parents were under the impression that their daughter and her female classmates would be staying at an errand under proper supervision. Contrary to the information provided by Infiniti's mother, the reality was starkly different. The gathering at the errand, instead of being an all-female event with appropriate chaperones, involved the presence of 2 boys and a notable absence of any designated supervision. The discrepancy between what was promised and the actual circumstances raises concerns about the accuracy and reliability of the information shared by Infiniti's mother. This misleading communication not only contributed to the deviation from the agreed-upon plan, but also played a role in creating an environment that ultimately led to the tragic events surrounding Kalecia Williams' untimely death. The miscommunication underscores the importance of clear and truthful information, especially in situations where the safety and well-being of individuals, particularly teenagers, are at stake. Williams' neighbor heard the gunshot. Several neighbors reported hearing a gunshot at the hotel, though there were no direct eyewitnesses to the tragic incident. Among those who claim to have some insight into the events that unfolded that evening is a woman from South Carolina, present at the same hotel when the incident occurred. According to her account, she witnessed 2 boys bringing Kalecia's lifeless body into the hotel lobby, with one holding her right leg and the other her left. The men urgently conveyed that she had been shot and sought assistance. Contrary to official reports stating Kalecia had minimal blood at the time, the woman's video on TikTok showed a blood-covered scene, adding to the mysteries surrounding Kalecia Williams' passing. The conflicting details and lack of concrete eyewitnesses contribute to the complexity of unraveling the circumstances leading to her tragic death. Kalecia Williams was creating a TikTok video seconds before somebody shot her. Kalecia Williams, known as Pinky to her parents, was in the midst of creating a TikTok video around 12:02 a.m., just moments before her untimely death. She positioned her phone to capture the motions for her at Kalecia Williams' one TikTok account. However, the recording abruptly stopped when someone entered her room. What unfolded after that remains a mystery, as the recording ceased. Shortly thereafter, the vibrant 16-year-old passed away. In a tragic turn of events, Williams' lifeless body was discovered in the hotel lobby by the police, accompanied by unidentified individuals. Rushed to receive medical attention, she was pronounced dead at 12:23 a.m. on December 26, 2020. The abrupt end to the TikTok recording adds to the enigma surrounding the circumstances leading to Kalecia Williams' demise, leaving questions unanswered about the events that transpired in those critical moments. What really happened the moments before Williams' death? Interested in Kalecia's death? Since her passing, various accounts have surfaced. One recurring narrative suggests she was meant to attend a party with friends at an errand on the day of her murder. Pinky received an invitation to a Christmas party from her friend Infiniti, and the differing stories about the day she passed away originate from this pivotal point. These varying accounts add complexity and uncertainty to the circumstances leading to Kalecia Williams' untimely demise, leaving a puzzle of conflicting details and perspectives. Kalecia Williams' cause of death. The family was kept in the dark about the case's details as it unfolded, with minimal information provided by those present during her passing. The police, too, kept a tight grip on information until the inquiry concluded. The grieving family gradually discovered that their daughter had succumbed to a gunshot wound in the pelvic area. As the investigation gained momentum, a suspect was swiftly apprehended, shedding light on the tragic events that unfolded that night. The pain of the family was compounded by the slow revelation of facts, and the harsh reality that their beloved daughter fell victim to a gunshot. The arrested suspect injected a mix of relief and heightened anguish, marking the beginning of the legal process that would determine accountability for the untimely death of Kalecia Williams. Kalecia Williams killer. Following a swift investigation, it was disclosed that a teenage male present at the same party had been apprehended in connection with the slaying of Kalecia Pinky Williams. The accused faced a litany of charges, including felony murder, sexual assault, aggravated assault, reckless conduct, and intoxication with a firearm. Despite the severity of the accusations, the identity of the young perpetrator was never made public, given his status as a minor. Consequently, he was placed in the Metro Youth Detention Center. In a controversial turn of events, reports emerged in early 2022 indicating that the young alleged killer had been released. This development sparked significant public criticism, with many expressing concerns over the perceived mishandling of justice in the case. The lack of transparency regarding the juvenile offender's identity, coupled with the decision to release him, has fueled a sense of unease among the community, prompting renewed calls for accountability and a thorough re-examination of the circumstances surrounding Kalecia Williams' tragic demise. What did Kalecia Pinky Williams' autopsy reveal? In the ongoing police investigation, Carrie Brown has been pinpointed as the individual responsible for causing distress to a person identified as Williams in a TikTok video she was recording. Before the tragic shooting incident transpired, there was a brief verbal exchange between Brown and Williams. Shockingly, allegations suggest that Brown subjected Williams to sexual assault prior to committing the act of violence. The unsettling event took place within the confines of Williams' room, with only two individuals present, Carrie Brown and a person named Kalecia. Their connection went beyond mere acquaintanceship. They had been friends for a substantial period. The unfolding details underscore the tragic nature of the incident, revealing a disturbing sequence of events involving individuals who were once close. The investigation is likely delving into the complexities of their relationship and the circumstances that led to such a harrowing outcome. As authorities piece together the puzzle, the focus is on unraveling the intricacies of the relationship between Carrie Brown and Williams. The fact that these events unfolded between individuals with a shared history adds a layer of complexity to the investigation. The tragic incident serves as a stark reminder of how seemingly close relationships can take unexpected and dark turns. The investigators are likely grappling with the emotional and psychological aspects intertwined with the case, seeking to comprehend the motives behind the alleged actions of Carrie Brown and the factors that contributed to this devastating outcome. Kalecia Williams' funeral. The funeral of the late teen, Kalecia Pinky Williams, has been shrouded in relative privacy, likely at the request of her grieving family. The somber event was predominantly attended by close family members and friends, a testament to the profound impact Williams had on those who knew her. While many details remain undisclosed, her obituary provides a poignant glimpse into the depth of love and admiration she garnered from her community, with heartfelt expressions of longing and sorrow. The tragic circumstances surrounding Kalecia Williams' case have provoked widespread anger, particularly because the crime transpired within the confines of a private party where adult supervision was expected. The untimely end to the young girl's life has left a lasting void, yet her memory perseveres through the ongoing efforts of family and friends who ardently advocate for justice on her behalf. In a poignant gathering at the hotel on Tuesday, Williams' loved ones convened to remember the 16-year-old and to demand concrete answers regarding the events that led to her untimely demise. Frustration with the perceived inadequacies of the system in addressing the case was palpable, with one family member expressing the difficulty of navigating through what appears to be a complex web of foul play. As they grapple with grief, Williams' community remains resolute in seeking clarity and accountability for the tragedy that befell their cherished loved one. The devastating story of Kalecia Williams is a reminder that within every hardship lies the potential for growth and transformation. May her journey inspire you as it has inspired us. Remember, no matter how dark the night, the dawn will break. Thank you for joining us on this profound exploration. Until next time, stay resilient.